Come and get me. Ready pala sila sa akin, ba't hindi nila ako makuha? At
Okay.
nakakatawa naman itong intelligence ninyo, no? Maling-mali ang intelligence.
By virtue of that, the Senate, under Rule 44, promulgated the following. If I may care to...
Yes, please.
The Constitution is made up of words, not intentions, Karen, which is not even written there, or the words carry over.
Okay.
How can you interpret something which is not there, Karen? Even if without dismissal, Karen, by June 30, it is functionally dismissed. The word forthwith is a command to the 19th Congress. It's not a command to the 20th Congress.
Kahit nagpalit ng husgado, parang sa korte, di ba?
Yes.
Tuloy pa rin ang kaso.
Again,
That document
Karen.
also been made.
Again, Karen, you're now talking of courts permanently created, giving them the mandate to continue. Show me where. Where can you find the words carry over? Show me where. Karen, to refresh your memory, baka iba yung opinion mo sa akin.
Dagdag Balita News Update. Dagdag Balita.
Alright, welcome back mga kabaydan. Magandang buhay. Nagbabalik na naman ho tayo at medyo ilang araw na tayo hindi nakapag-broadcast mga kabalitaan. Anyways, sa ating pagbabalik ho ay meron ho tayong pag-uusapan patungkol ho dito mga kabalitaan sa pagiging fake news peddler na naman ni Bonjing mga kabalitaan. Itong si Boyeng Remulla. Dahil talagang obsessed ho ito kay Attorney Harry Roque mga kabalitaan. At pag-uusapan din natin mamaya itong panayam ni Karen Davila kay outgoing Senator Tolentino mga kabalitaan. Dahil nga po mga kabalitaan ay pinangaralan ho dito si Karen Davila ni Senator Tolentino mga kabalitaan dahil nga sa kanyang maling paniniwala or maling pananaw mga kabalitaan na patungkol ho sa impeachment na kahit mali-mali, pilit niya pa rin ho, pilit niya pa rin pinaninindigan at talagang isinisiksik niya ho sa pagtatanong dito kay Senator Tolentino mga kabalitaan. So dito ho, supalpal ho siya at napahiya ho siya dito mga kabalitaan. So mamaya, panoorin niyo po kung ano ho mga pangyayari, mga ganap po dyan sa panayam na yan ni Karen Davila. Talagang may matutunan ho tayo dito kay outgoing Senator Tolentino mga kabalitaan. Kahit natalo ho siya at doon pa rin ho siya sa tama dahil pinagbabasihan niya po kung ano talagang nakasaad sa konstitusyon. Kung ito ba talaga ay ma-crossover sa 20th Congress at dapat nga ba ito itawid ho sa 20th Congress ang impeachment trial laban kay VP Sara Duterte mga kabalitaan. Pero bago pa pong lahat, huwag kalimutan ho, paliguan ng maraming likes, buhusan ng maraming komento, reaksyon, opinion, suhestyon. At of course, share nyo po rin po mga kabalitaan. Sa hindi po nakapag-subscribe, subscribe na ho kayo. And then para hindi ho tayo matuloy ang magurgurho ng ating munting bahay, buksan nyo po, open nyo po yung ating notification bell mga kabalitaan. At dito ho, sisimulan muna natin itong si Harry Roque, yung buwelta niya po kay Boyeng sa pagiging fake news peddler na kung saan po ay sinabihan na hindi daw nabigyan ng asylum itong si Attorney Harry Roque at kung ano-ano pa yung mga pinagkakalat na mga impormasyon ho dito sa ating bansa mga kabalitaan. At sumagot dito si Attorney Roque at ito'y kanyang pinabulaanan. May hamon dito mga kabalitaan si Attorney Harry Roque.
Come and get me. Ready pala sila sa akin, ba't hindi nila ako makuha? At
Okay.
nakakatawa naman itong intelligence ninyo, no? Maling-mali ang intelligence. Ano ba yan? Yan ang dapat imbestigahan ng confidential funds. Kasi kung yan ang pinagagastusan ng confidential funds, sayang talaga ang pera ng kaban ng bayan. Dahil wala po talagang katotohanan yung sinasabi nila. Ako po'y nagpunta lang sa Germany para mag-administer ng oath dun sa mga bagong miyembro ng Hakbang ng Maisog. At si Jovi naman, nakarating na dito sa Dahig. Alam naman niya na iisa lang ang visa para dun sa buong Shenzhen area. No? At wala naman talaga mga border patrols dyan. So bilang isang asylum seeker, ang aking pagkakaintindi, wag lang ako lalabas ng Shenzhen at hindi naman ako makakalabas ng Shenzhen kasi nga po ang passport ko ay nasa Dutch authorities. No? Pero ang asylum proceedings po ay talaga naman pong confidential at tanging ako lang at ang Dutch government ang nakakaalam ng status at sinasabi ko po sa inyo bilang isang abogado na Ang process ko po ay still ongoing. Hindi po yan
ongoing.
na-deny, hindi pa na-approve. Yan po ay pending. And meanwhile na pending yan, meron akong tinatawag na right to non-refuma at kasama na po yan yung karapatan ko na hindi mapabalik dun sa bansang aking inalisan.
So, Attorney Harry, para lang din clear, kasi maraming kumakalat ako ano-ano sa social media, walang maglalapse na anything today sa inyong estado ngayon dyan.
Wala po. Kaya nga po sayang yung pera ng bayan. Dapat silang imbestigahan ng confidential fund, hindi siguro si VP Sara dahil super palpak po ang kanilang mga intelligence fund. Ang intelligence po nila ay nagagaling sa isang chismosong Dutchman na ilang beses na sinabing na-deny ang aking asylum. Kaya naman, alam nyo naman sa mainstream media, yung mamang yun walang sinabi kundi deny na asylum, puro naman palpak. Yung sinasabi nga nila na ang aking asylum ay nasa Germany na raw dahil Germany rin magpaprocess. Hindi po totoo yun dahil hindi naman po Germany ang nag-issue ng aking Schengen visa.
So anong bansa po ba yung nag-issue, sir, if you don't mind?
Kung pwede.
Ay naku, bakit ko sasabihin sa kanila para mag-access nila intelligence?
Kasi nga po mga kabataan, dapat gumastos naman lang ho kayo, limpak-limpak na salapi, kung totoo ba itong sinasabi ni Atty. Harry Roque na, siyempre, saan ba na kumukuha ng impormasyon itong si Bonjing mga kabataan? Di po ba? Sa kanyang informante dyan sa loob mismo ng Netherlands. So yun ay Dutch national na kung saan ay baka binayaran ho baka binayaran ho nila mga kabalitaan para makakuha ho na impormasyon. Kung ito ay totoo man, napaka-bupol ho nila talaga. Gumastos sila ng pera ni Juan de la Cruz, tapos yung kinukuha ho nilang yung kanilang agent dyan mga kabalitaan na mali-mali rin naman pala magbigay ng impormasyon. Ang masaklap lang ho dito ay pinaniniwalaan ho ni Bonjing mga kabalitaan. Tingnan mo, lumalabas yung kanilang pagiging fake news peddler. Tapos kung ang magsasalita mga Duterte supporters, sasabihin fake news sila. Fake news peddlers sila mga kabalitaan, di ba? So walang katotohanan ho yung pagpapakalat ng maling impormasyon ni Bonjing dito sa ating bansa patungkol kay Atty. Harry Roque na hindi daw siya nabigyan ng asylum. Hopeless na ho silang madakip ho nila itong si Atty. Harry Roque. Kaya kahit ano-ano lang ho yung kanilang pinagkakalat na mga impormasyon laban ho dito para sila ho ay papaniwalaan ng taong bayan mga kabalitaan. So, tapusin na ho natin dyan si Atty. Harry Roque. Anyways, dito ho tayo lilipat sa ating pinakamay na paksa ho. Itong panayam ni Karen Davila kay Atty. Francis Tolentino na kung saan mga kabalitaan dito ho, sapul ho siya dito mga kabalitaan at talagang sa sarili nito parang hindi mo lang nakikita pero parang hiyang-hiya ho siya yata dito sa sarili niya mga kabalitaan. Alam niyo po ba kung bakit? Dahil nga po, kahit mali yung kanyang panindigan at paniniwala patungkol sa impeachment, ay pilit niya pa rin ho, isinisiksik at itinatanong ho kay attorney, kinukontra niya pa dito si Tolentino mga kabalitaan. At para maintindihan ho natin at malaman ho natin yung kabuang istorya ho dito, tuloy lang ho, enjoy lamang ho kayo at panoorin ko anong mga nangyayari ho dito.
Were quoted as when the 20th Congress opens, the impeachment is functionally dismissed.
Yes.
Now, you have some of your colleagues who don't agree with that.
Further? Yes.
Yes, why? Why would you say that?
Because
What
let's
grounds?
I've been studying the Constitution for decades. I'm a constitutional law professor. Likewise, studied the U.S. Constitution, took up the New York Bar. Even in the Philippines, even our Constitution, 22,000 words plus, you can't find words that would mean carryover. What you will find are the following constitutional commands. Under Article 11, the Congress shall promulgate its own rules. The Congress shall promulgate its own rules, and seldom would the Supreme Court interfere with the functions of Congress in promulgating its own rules. By virtue of that, the Senate, under Rule 44, promulgated the following. If I may care to...
Yes, please.
All pending...
Grabe no ba? Grabe makandimand. Yes, please. Hindi talaga ni Karen Davila. Akala na siguro yung mga paniniwalaan niya ay tama ho mga kabaitan. Dito ho, maganda ho yung pagpapaliwanag ni Atty. Francis Tolentino ho dito mga kabaitaan. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo kanina, manood lang ho tayo dito. At intindihin ho natin kung bakit nga po ba hindi po pwedeng itawid ho ito sa 20th Congress yung impeachment trial laban kay VP Sara Duterte.
Proceedings, all pending matters and proceedings shall terminate upon the expiration of one Congress but may be taken by the succeeding Congress as if presented for the first time. Underscore the word all.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of all? Entirety. In Tagalog, lahat.
Oo, hindi
po
lang
sinabi
legislation.
doon-
Hindi
po
lang
sinabi doon
legislation.
na all will terminate except non-legislative matters. Ang sinabi po all. And what is the meaning of all? Lahat. Wala pong sinabi na yung impeachment ay tuloy. And there are those who will argue bakit yung canvassing, bakit yung electoral tribunal natutuloy nila. There's a reason for that, Karen. Even if you cite the Pimentel versus the National Board of Canvassers case and other cases, this refers to predictable, constitutionally created bodies with constitutional timelines. You have to proclaim before June 30, the president, the vice president after an election. These are predictable. After every presidential elections, it is expected that a canvassing board, national canvassing board, will be constitutionally created. But impeachment, you cannot predict when this body would be created. It comes out of a constitutional necessity if there are quote-unquote constitutional crimes committed. So I still maintain, Karen, there were attempts, no offense to others, to cite some Supreme Court Constitutional Commission debates. The Constitutional Commission debates would refer to the attempt of Commissioner Aquino then to have the impeachment process transferred to the judiciary. But it was voted down. It was not acted upon positively by the CONCOM. Even the notion of tawid-tawid, which was explicated as an obiter by Commissioner Aquino, was not placed in the language of the Constitution itself. So,
Okay, Senator,
yes.
just very quickly, the rule that you had cited
Yes.
on all pending matters and proceedings and in that Congress, can you cite that rule again so that for our audience too?
Rule 44, all pending matters and
Okay.
proceedings shall
And
turn-
Rule 44 became a rule when? Is that an existing rule of the Senate, regardless of the 19th Congress?
Yes, I think this rule was adopted during the initial stages of the creation of the Senate after the ratification of the new Constitution in '87. So the rule has been in effect for decades now, Karen. It's not a new rule. So if you would like to have this amended, it can be amended. It can be changed to all.
Senator,
Yes.
ang tanong ko, because we model the US, may punto kayo doon, right? We do. Yun ang inspiration for our Constitution. Does the US Senate have that similar rule? Because they cite the Bill Clinton impeachment, and when the impeachment was voted by the lower house, when he was impeached, the Senate was on recess, but they convened as an impeachment court immediately, even while on recess. So, yan ang tanong ko, nag-crossover daw yung Bill Clinton impeachment. Pero may rule bang ganyan sa US Senate?
Let's give me 2 minutes, Karen.
Oh, sure.
We've been citing the Clinton case, which is probably misplaced in terms of applying it into Philippine context. The U.S. Senate patterned its rules. If you read Jefferson, if you read all the commentaries, even the Federalist Papers number 65 of Alexander Hamilton, they patterned this from the rules of the British Parliament. Okay, the British Parliament is composed of the House of Commons and the House of Lords. 780 members of the House of Lords, serving perpetually for life. The last impeachment case was 1806 in the House of Lords. So the House of Lords is a continuing body in terms of impeachment. The House of Commons, they elect it every year if they have a vote of no confidence scenario. But the House of Lords can continue. So the U.S. Senate patterned this during the time of Jefferson, etc. During the time of Andrew Johnson's impeachment, and even the recently cited Clinton case, because the U.S. Senate is per se a continuing body. Structurally, the Philippines can be considered as a partial continuing body. This is the difference. Structurally, we are dissimilar to the U.S. Senate. They have 100 senators, electing 33 senators per electoral cycle every 2 years. So they have 67 senators left, Karen. 66 yung natitira, enough to constitute a quorum, enough to have the 2/3 vote for impeachment. And mind you, that the Senate,
Tama.
the U.S. Senate, even during a break, adjournment, or recess, can even continue the ratification of treaties or even the confirmation of ambassadors, etc. because they're allowed. Hindi gaya sa atin yung commission of appointers natin magkasama. So the Philippines during the 1935 Constitution patterned this after the US system. We have senators 24 elected 8. So ang natitira 16. So yung Arnaldo versus Arnold case, pareho na continuing tayo because we have 16 left enough to constitute a quorum and 2/3 so continuing yon. So that doctrine will no longer hold true today. So ngayon tayo 12. Sabi nila, 12 tayo pagdating ng June 30. Another 12 would take over. Current the Constitution is explicit. The next Congress would convene on the 4th Monday of July. So there's this gap. Kaya ang sinasabi ko, Karen,
so kumbaga ang sinasabi nyo, yung 12 senador na tapos na, hindi pwedeng, kumbaga, you cannot be a senator judge in the impeachment court after June 30 kung hindi ka napapasok ng 20th Congress kasi and may isang buwan na halos, di ba? Na 12 lang ang senador, yun ang gap.
Correct. So because of that gap, the design and structure of the Constitution is this. We will have a scenario wherein only 12 senators would sit, plus you will have a scenario wherein the House panel, the House prosecutors or the House managers, if you use the US lingo, are not yet constituted because some of them were not successful in the re-election bid. So that's the reason why the 19th Congress asked the 19th Congress impeachment prosecution panel to submit in writing whether they are amendable. But I consider this as a misapplication of what is not written in the Constitution. The Constitution was designed to have an impeachment court per Congress. In the same manner as one case can be filed per year. There is a difference between having the impeachment court cross per session rather than cross per Congress. You current jurisdiction here is very important. Jurisdiction is vested by the Constitution. The 19th Congress cannot vest jurisdiction to the 20th Congress. This is now accepted by several of your guests because a Congress is distinct and separate from the succeeding and previous Congress, Karen. Alam mo, Karen, sa dami ng tanong-tanong na dito, Karen, ang sinasabi ko na lang ganito. I voted for that resolution, that motion filed by Senator De La Rosa with the caveat that for the number 2 item, I explained my vote. I even filed a 10-page expositio ampla, which is now part of the records of the, I hope you can have this.
Yes. Can you please send that, sir? Yeah, please send that. Yeah.
Explaining everything kasi ang haba nito, Karen. Ang sinabi ko dito, and I even talked to Senator De La Rosa personally because he mentioned the words competence. Sabi niya, the words competence would refer to a scenario for international arbitration tribunals deciding for themselves whether they have the jurisdiction. So how can a soon to be created, if it is ever created, 20th Congress impeachment court decide if they have jurisdiction or not? Para sa akin, it ends with the determination, the lifespan of the 19th Congress, which is supposed to be on June 30. There are only 10 words that you should remember, Karen. And I advise the law students listening right now to remember this. There are only 10 words when you interpret the word all in Rule 44. 10 words that you should remember. What are those 10 words? If you count the text, the whole text, and nothing but the text. The text would only refer to all. Even if you divine another meaning, it's not found there. We cannot invent the intention to be placed into words, written words, if it's not there. The Constitution is made up of words, not intentions. Karen, what is written is all. What is written is that the Congress shall promulgate its own rules. It's clear. And you cannot decipher in the Constitution the words carry over. That silence is not an invitation to presume otherwise. When the law is silent, you do not invent voices, Karen. Kaya nagkakagulo ngayon. Confusion is brought out by different views concerning a word which is not even written there, or the words carry over.
Okay.
How can you interpret something which is not there, Karen? We're talking about ghosts.
All right. So we don't have enough time, but you make very specific, strong arguments. And I want to ask you, based on what you've made right now on Head Start, do you believe that the impeachment against Vice President Sara Duterte will be dismissed by the 20th Congress?
Even if without dismissal, Karen, by June 30, it is functionally dismissed. Even without a written declaration. It dies, it lapses, it terminates with the lifespan of the 19th Congress. The word forthwith, for instance, has been used thousands of times. The word forthwith is a command to the 19th Congress. It's not a command to the 20th Congress, Karen.
So, my question is,
Yes.
some members of the 20th Congress will not agree with
Ito pala yun pala yung sinasabi ni ni Chis Escudero na dapat yung sa forthwith pa lang ay ginawa na sana ng Kongreso para magawa ho ng Senado. Kaso inupuan ho nila ng ilang buwan bago ho nila ipinadala yung articles of impeachment na kung saan pang-apat na impeachment case ang kanilang tinanggap, hindi yung unang tatlong naipadala ho na i-file ho diyan sa Secretary General mga kabalitaan.
with you, so they will insist that because the argument that's made is the impeachment trial is convened right now.
Sinisisi kasi nila mga kabaitaan, lalo na yung mga nagpapanggap na matalino, yung mga kongresista dyan, yung mga prosecutors na hindi naman ho mga bihasa ho sa batas ho natin, patungkol ho dyan mga kabalitaan, lalo na pag-impeachment, yung kanila ay pag-prosecute lang mga kabalitaan, hindi ho yung Senado mga kabaitaan dahil sa Kongreso pa lang yung forthwith, ay sigurado ho, magagawa ho at gagampanan ho talaga yung trabaho ng mga senador. Kaproblema nga lang, mali-mali yung proseso, kaya ho sila ngayon nagkakandarapan na ho sila dyan kung anong gagawin nila. At ngayon, hindi naman ho sila sisipot at hindi ho sila nagbigay ng sagot ng ipinadala, iniremand ho itong articles of impeachment na mula sa Senado, pabalik ho dyan sa Kamara mga kabalitaan. So, ang nais lang talaga nila at gusto ho nilang mangyari na ituloy na. Kaso nga lang, doon sila nagkakagulo-gulo sa forthwith na yan dahil mismo ang kanilang rebuttal na forthwith ito, ba't ayaw gawin ng Senado agad-agad, hindi nila aaksyonan? Kayo nga dyan sa Kamara, hindi nyo ina-aksyonan. Kami pa kaya na kailan nyo lang ipapadala tapos agad-agad kami magka-aaksyon ho niyan? Ano ba? Kayong mga dyan, yung mga kongresista, kayong mga sunod-sunuran ni Tamba, kami hindi, ibahin nyo kami. Kasi hindi tayo magkalibel ho, iba yung function ho namin dito. Yun po yung rebuttal at rason ho ni Senator SP Chis Escudero mga kabalitaan.
Kahit nagpalit ng husgado, parang sa korte, di ba?
Yes.
Tuloy pa rin ang kaso.
Again,
That argument has also been made.
Again, Karen, you're now talking of courts permanently created. Court of Appeals, Regional Trial Court, these are permanent bodies. Kahit magpalit ng tao, nandun pa rin yung court. But unlike the impeachment court, this is not a permanent constitutional court. It is only created when constitutional crimes, quote unquote, are committed. Unlike the permanent bodies that you're referring to, pwede talaga magpalit because it exists 365 days a year, 24/7. So again, Karen, what is now a contradictory admittance that there is a need to terminate this? When the 19th Congress Senate asked for, and you've been applying the Clinton, misapplied Clinton president, Karen, yung Clinton, pinatuloy nila pero pinababago nila yung House panels lagi. So, in effect, structurally sa Philippines, pinababago ulit natin yung House panels kaya merong item number 2 dun sa resolution, which I think your previous guest mentioned a while ago, hindi pa sila nakaka-comply. So, makikita mo dito, there is a dysfunction somewhere because babaguhin yung panel tapos yung impeachment court iba na rin yung composition mag-o-oath na naman so again Karen, to settle the matters clearly, where can they find a constitutional instruction giving them the mandate to continue? Show me where can you find the words carry over? Show me where. Again, I repeat the most important 10 words: the text, the whole text, and nothing but the text. If it's not there, it's not part of the Constitution. We're talking about something which is not appearing. We're talking about ghosts. We're talking about speculations. We're in a nebulous realm, Karen. It is
So
not
ang huli na lang to close, the 19th Congress is ending on June 30. What is your fearless forecast for the 20th Congress? Naniniwala kayo hindi na matutuloy ang impeachment trial?
current. To refresh your memory. Baka iba yung opinion mo sa akin. I was the one who filed the 19-day indicative trial calendar. Ang sabi ko, kung gusto nyo matuloy ito, tapusin nyo ito ng 19 days. Magtatapos ito ng June 30. Remember that? Okay. So I clarified that during the convening of the impeachment court. I asked what now happens to the indicative calendar. Kung itutuloy yun, pwede pa eh. Kasi ang
Kaso hindi eh. Kaso hindi nangyari.
it's now moot. It's now moot. That indicative calendar, the plan of mine.
Itong si Karen Davila, pro-impeachment to mga kabaitan. Siguro ang saya nito nung na-impeach si Inday Sara Duterte dyan sa Kamara at ito ay excited na rin na matuloy yung impeachment. Kaya nga pinipilit niya ditong sinasagot niya si pinapaliwanag niya yung sarili niyang version, paniniwala na mali-mali naman ho. At dito ho, kinorek ko siya, pinag-aralan ho siya dito mga kabaitan ni Senator Francis Tolentino, mga kabalitaan.
Was shut down, so it's not going. Hindi mo nangyari. So, hindi mo masasabi na against impeachment ako. Ako kayo nag-file nun, di ba? But that indicative calendar, trial calendar, would end June 30. Doon pa rin ako.
Okay. Well, Senator Francis Tolentino, we can talk about this at length. I have to apologize.
Ayun po mga kabalitaan, no? Narinig na ho natin kung paano ho ito pinangaralan si Karen Davila kasi nga talagang pilit niyang pinanindigan niya talaga yung kanyang maling paniniwala na tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung kaso kahit may mga aalis, kahit may bagong uupong bilang senador dahil kagaya nga sa korte, ipinaliwanag ni Senator Tolentino na iba ho yung korte. Yung regular na court, iba ho at kaysa sa impeachment court Karen Davila. Baka iba yung pinaliwanag niya para maintindihan ni Karen Davila kung ano talaga yung ibig sabihin ng usapin ng impeachment at yung legalidad ho para sa pagpapatuloy nito sa susunod na Congress kung matutuloy ba o automatically wala na ho. Ika nga nila, partially dead na daw itong impeachment mga kabalitaan. At ako, may natutunan ho ako dito, itong sinasabi ni Senator Tolentino, mga kabalitaan, na yung forthwith na yan ay dapat nauna na sana o una nang ginawa ng Congress. At yung pangalawang natutunan natin mga kabalitaan, itong sinasabi niyang pagtawid na wala naman ho talaga ito sa konstitusyon. Ipakita mo, ipabasa mo sa kanya, Karen. Karen, kung may nakita ka, ipabasa mo sa kanya. Kaya Atty. Tolentino. So, wala ho yon sa konstitusyon yung sinasabing itawid ho sa 20th Congress at yung last na natutunan ho natin na pag natapos na ho talaga yung 90th Congress ay lahat ng transaksyon ho doon, lahat ng mga unfinished business ho ay automatically back to zero na ho mga kabaitan. Panibago na naman ho dyan sa 20th Congress na magpapatuloy kung ito itutuloy ba o hindi, nasa kanila na ho yan. Pero pag impeachment pag-uusapan, hindi ho yan maitutuwid ayon pa or maitatawid ayon pa kay Senator Tolentino dahil wala ho ito sa konstitusyon at sinasabing lahat mga kabalitaan tapusin na ho pag natapos na ang 20th Congress. Kumbaga, wala na terminated na ho yan mga kabalitaan. So malinaw ho yung ating impormasyon na naintindihan mula kay Attorney Senator. Kayo po, ano bang naintindihan nyo dito mga kabaitan? Kahit papaano, nakakuha pa rin ho tayo ng aral ho dito sa diskusyon ni Senator Francis Tolentino kahit naman ho parang syunga rin itong si Karen Davila dyan na pinipilit yung kanyang maling paniniwala kaya tuloy na pangaralan at pinagsabihan pa na sige nga ipakita mo, basahin mo kung may makita ka ba dyan sa konstitusyon na yan mga kabalitaan. Kaya kung gustuhan niyo po yung ating video presentation, i-share niyo po mga kabalitaan, paliguan na maraming likes, buhusan na maraming komento, reaction, opinion, suhestyon. At the same time, buksan niyo na po ang inyong notification bell and then subscribe na rin para ho mas dadami pa ho tayo na tatambay ho dito sa ating munting bahay. Parang Parang ginurgor na ho yung ating mga subscribers. Di bale, basta dyan pa ho kayo. Lagi kayong nanonood. Masaya na ho tayo. Tuloy-tuloy tayo sa paglalahad ng totoo at pagtutuwid ng mga baluktot na may impormasyon mula ho sa mga bangag supporters, mga kabalitaan.
Agad,
Bago tayo magdapos, pasasalamatan muna natin yung ating mga kababayan dyan sa The Hague, Netherlands. Maraming salamat sa walang sawang pagbabantay kay Tatay Digong Duterte. At Mami Rose, and of course, si Ma'am Corazon, ano ba yun? Nikida. Ma'am Corazon Nikida. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then of course, Ma'am Ana Santos, maraming salamat ho sa inyong walang sawang panunod. And of course, Toby Tobias dyan sa Lapu-Lapu City sa Cebu, Tobias family. Kung nais nyo po mag-exclusive member ho dito sa ating munting bahay, pindutin nyo lang po ang join button dyan. Inyong makikita dyan sa baba. Para ho, dire-diretso na ho tayo. At gaya na lang ho ni Boss Romeo de los Reyes, Ma'am Rosana Concepcion at Elijah TV, mga kabalitaan. Assalamualaikum sa ating mga kapatid na Muslim. Maraming salamat. Mas salam ho sa inyong lahat at saludo rin ho tayo lagi. Always yan mga kabaitaan sa ating mga tinuturing makabagong bayan ng ating bansa, ang overseas Filipino workers. Maraming salamat din ho mga kabalitaan. Kahit sa ang lupaan ating mundo, Luzon, Kabisayan ug Mindanao, basta may mga Pilipino, ang bahay nito ay para sa ating lahat.
agad, balita.
Kaya tayo sa ating pagbabalik sa susunod na mga oras. Dito lamang ho sa inyong laging binabantayan at laging tumutok sa Danagan Balita Reaction Video News Update. To God be the glory. Mama Chip Chip. Peace out.
Agad, balita.